the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. Guys, let's talk about Nerlens Noel. Really made the most of his rookie season, which was actually, if you want to say, it was his second season.
Yeah, it really wasn't his rookie.
But it really, no, technically he was a rookie.
Okay.
After sitting out after the ACL surgery.
Yeah.
So defensively, what do you think?
Yeah, but you know, when you sit down and watch for a year on an NBA bench, I think that was an incredible advantage for him as a defender, because he changes a lot of shots, because now he can read the defenses better, and he's a terrific ball hawk, gets lots of steals. This guy has a bright future.
So he's a rookie, but he's got a lot more knowledge of the NBA
Without
game
question.
than he would of a guy who's actually in his first year.
And he has the potential to be one of the best defensive big men in the entire league.
Wow.
If he continues to play the way he's playing.
Wow, yeah, that is
big
deserving. Of
potential.
Okay.
What's that potential?
Potential will get you fired.
I can't spell it, but I can say it.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Wells Fargo Center as the 76ers look to grab a win here in Philadelphia. This game marks the end of a road trip for Oklahoma City. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Thunder 5 right now. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Philadelphia with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
Here's Westbrook. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Beverly up top. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Freak. And a new beginning here, if you will, for Freak. Change the front of...
Watch this shit, bro. I was like, give me this shit, nigga. You're the poster. Too saucy with it.
His jersey, and he's looking to have a fresh start with his new team.
And, you know, that can be a bit of a whirlwind when you move from one team to another, Kevin, but Freak certainly has the talent to hopefully be able to work smoothly through it. He knows he's got to stay focused on the court, and he has shown the ability to do that.
And the Thunder with the possession here. The 76ers getting the bucket. And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. They set the screen. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Freak.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Westbrook against Beverly. Now the dish to Okafor. From past the arc. And that one's good. Beverly's got 5.
Nice stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Ibaka dishes to Freak for the 3. And the Thunder another 3. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly up top. 5 points in the game. Chambers can't make the basket. The Thunder leading by 3. No good from Durant. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Westbrook against Beverly. Here's Chambers. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Westbrook kicks to Freak. The tray. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Now the pass to Chambers. Holmes. He's covered by Westbrook. Fires from deep. Chambers can't make the basket. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And that one's good. Durant.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Allen's checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters. Sent the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Dion Waiters. And Freak subbed in for Payne. The Thunder leading by 9. Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Then there's Chambers. And it's Swift in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Pass to Chambers. Puts it up. The shot is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
Right you are. I mean, winning the games they were supposed to win. No doubt they'll look to continue that tonight.
Number 12. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Adams with the slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Freak. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Freak's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And stolen by Freak to the inside. Allen knocks it loose.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Kicks it to Noel. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Allen drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 13.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint, and they have now turned this into a physical game.
The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Durant, the pass to Freak. And the layup is good after an nice lead pass. Freak's got 16 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Out to the wing. Here's Chambers. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And that one's good. Freak.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The 76ers trail by 18. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
There go happen.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Well, there's a break. Let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Fifth, Kevin Durant.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to
Celtics.
At a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it. But they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
Oklahoma City on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 38 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And stolen by Freak. Jumps up.
That's how nasty.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang.
Let me run that back for you if y'all ain't see what just happened. This is what happened. I stole the ball, drove in, reverse dunk. Let's get it.
Time to do that right.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it? You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Marshall gets the bucket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man.
22.
It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Beverly with the ball. He's got 7. Landry with the screen. Marshall dishes to Beverly. Poked loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Durant with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Over to the wing. To the left side wing. Here's Chambers. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Henderson kicks to Durant. Here's Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got 7 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thunder out in front, opening up a huge gap. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third.
51 before the half. Nigga, you like a damn gorilla with cornrows. Not a gorilla, a chimpanzee.
He caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Freak is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And that one's good. Freak.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what?
Wow.
No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Beverly wide open. The 76ers again can't hit it.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Timeout for the 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin,
Feeds it to Beverly. To stop the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Beverly's got 12 in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
To the inside, and that one's good. Freak.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Picked by Okafor. Back to Beverly. Lets it go with a three. The offensive rebound holds. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Steven Adams. Ibaka comes in for Kevin Durant. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Freak subbed in for Tony Allen.
Ball, it's sticking too much.
Payne kicks to Freak. No good on the triple. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Marshall with it. Out defended by Freak. The feed now to Beverly. Goes up on the wing. That's good. Beverly's got 14 points. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Freak. 32 points in the game. And here's Payne. To the paint. Allen passes to Ibaka. The Thunder have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. The free throw drops from Ibaka.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Serge Ibaka, taking 2 shots.
Hack a shit. Hack a Serge.
He's off on the second. And here's the fast break. Here's Chambers. That one rolling around and rims out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Oklahoma City out in front, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Oklahoma City has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. We've got Patrick Beverly. Carl Landry is out there with Chambers. Then there's Okafor, and it's Swift in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Philadelphia shooting around 40% from the floor here. Now here's Beverly. And stolen by Freak. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 37 points for Freak. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Henderson, no one around him. Okafor grabs the miss. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Beverly with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Beverly dishes to Okafor, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Ibaka against Okafor. Shoots a fader, and it's Durant, that time on the assist from Ibaka. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant. Got a piece of it. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's Westbrook. Good on the shot.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Freak kicks to Ibaka. Here's Henderson. And there's another one for the Thunder.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Swift. Yes.
Oklahoma City's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Screen by Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Stolen by Beverly. It's stolen by Ibaka. Chambers against Henderson. Westbrook drives in. Baseline try. And it's good. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Landry, a screen on Westbrook. Picked by Okafor. Beverly with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. To the inside, Okafor. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Durant attacking, and there's another one for the Thunder.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Landry gets the bucket.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Move the ball.
Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Freak. And the three off target.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Swift, and again it's Philadelphia.
Swift.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Freak sets a screen for Westbrook, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
The second half, they have it.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid, to the wing on the left. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
That's a walk.
And it's Okafor missing. Now, Freak, shot on the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Freak's got 39.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Marshall.
Almost, but it rolls out. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live.
We was thuggin', you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like relatives. I'm a brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live. How we live, 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 and they don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know it's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We board or we fall. Every diamond's a flake. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. get it harder than ever to
I
live
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they just love us. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they just love us. How we live, how we live. 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 And they don't love her. They just love her. How we live. How we live.
I got goggles. Clout goggles. You already know what it is, bitch. I'll put that stuff on. Oh. You already know, man. We rocking out here with the clout goggles. You already know, man. I need 8,000 to get this all the way up. So my vertical gonna be at 91, acceleration at 84, speed 84, contact dunk is gonna be at 70, driving dunk is gonna be at 70, standing dunk is gonna be at 61. No, 62. us. 28,000 to get there.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you're going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that. The hood call it ludic, and I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. 'Cause all I do is
win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding the what?
You already know.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. Checking out Oklahoma City. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay,
not
I thought
Monday.
he said Monday.
Like mundane
bad.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The high rises of the Oklahoma City Business District gleaming in the early evening light. We're coming at you from the peak, Chesapeake Energy Arena in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder prepare to take the floor. Washington is working their way through a road trip into today's game. And of course, Freak, he really fits into what his new teammates are all about.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and he's very excited about getting a fresh start with his new team. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level.
And this team takes on an entirely different look when he's on the floor. I mean, you've got to believe it's going to improve them by leaps and bounds.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
Beal can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Westbrook kicks to Freak. Puts up a 3. Here's Adams. Soft touch off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Outside Durant. Inside. It's tipped. The feed now to Freak. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Outside Wall. There's the pass to Beal. Here's the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here is Ibaka. 8 points his last outing. And the jam by Beal.